I've been using lately, consciousness, the final frontier.
So you see, so the special in the, not this one is like with the CPU, the other orgonites, what makes them very special and strong, it's every one of them has in the back of the orgonite copper spiral
Right.
with a small neodymium magnet inside of it. So it makes the you see, it's a very strong.
And to tell everybody what orgonite is, because people don't know what that is.
Maybe you will tell them.
Yeah. Orgonite or orgone is an energy they use, a word that they use for the life force energy that's in the atmosphere. There was a man back in, I forget his name, Wilhelm.
Dr. William
Right.
Wright.
Right. And he started making external equipment like boxes, pyramids, on actually collecting this energy, sort of like Nikola Tesla. So he was collecting this free energy that's all in the atmosphere and using it for people's health and things like that. So he named it orgone. So that's why we get this word orgonite from, just to give you a basis.
You know
can
why
look it up.
where the organ name came from?
Orgasm.
Yeah.
Dealing with sex energy.
Yeah.
So that's why when I teach living on prana, I always teach about the root chakra energizes the rest of them. This is all sex energy we running with. So when people fight against me talking about, but I think you can live on prana and still screw the world, we're not talking about that. It's how you harness it and how you use it. But it's a very powerful force that also can nourish the body. I'm glad he used that term, orgonite, from orgasm.
Yeah.
Dealing with your organs. It all
The
goes
sexual
together.
energy is very strong energy, and if you know how to work with it
Right.
and to transfer it to upstairs,
Listen to what he's saying.
it's you can make everything you can use as a magic
Right.
to transform your life.
So what we learned in here, like from his necklace, from this, is how to harness the orgonite by when you put certain things together that are all natural, that's good conductors of energy, you can use and harness that energy for other things.
Yeah.
And he has a great collection here in his house on making things dealing with orgonite on how to capture it. This pyramid made of copper, the energy is very high in here because there's cosmic energy constantly coming to the earth. So whenever you make a structure, it now harnesses that energy and uses it in a certain way. So of course you can use this as a meditation chamber here. You got the bowl here. This is the whole 9 yards. Got the crystals. There's certain rocks to accumulate life force energy or
I
orgonite.
collected these crystals with my son. You know, they were like scattered on Earth.
Right.
Yeah, and it's natural. Yeah, they use it as
All natural.
yeah.
And see, we got these free energy tools all around us, but it's how you use it. And I just came from Egypt where the pyramids was really there, the energy was high. We got high energy points all on the planet. And again, this is not far-fetched. We got energy centers on our bodies. The more you open up those energy centers and allow the energy to flow with no obstacles, you can eat very little or not at all because it's all about energy flow.
Yeah. Yeah, people ask me sometimes, tell me, what will the orgonite will do for me? So it will energize me. Maybe I have high level of energy. I want to a little bit relax.
Right.
It will cure me. So I know I learned something about organ energy, especially with orgonite. It's like magic.
Right.
And if you put an attention, the alchemist that makes the orgonite, if he comes with a pure attention,
Right.
that it observes inside the orgonite, and the one that wears it collect the energy inside of him,
Wow.
and he can use it for all kind of things that you want to. The alchemist, if his energy
Right.
is strong, he can transfer it to the other person through the orgonite.
Absolutely. Now let's translate let's translate. He used the word magic. That comes from imagination. Earlier we used the word intent, your attention. Putting things together, your attention. See, in modern day science, they say consciousness is the greatest mystery of science. The reason being is when we focus on energy, it moves us a different way. Even the observer of an experiment would change the whole experiment on how you're observing it and thinking about it.
Quantum mechanics.
This is very powerful.
Yeah.
So again, he's talking about what these things do. You're just not doing it for a good decoration. Absolutely not. This is actually holistic technology if you want to give it a word.
Yeah.
And it can heal you. You can even when we deal with computers on things that hold a memory. That's not nothing new. It comes from this ancient knowledge because again, these crystals and stuff hold memory. So when you build this and give it to somebody else, what you were just talking about, this isn't far fetched. We're using it today in modern day technology.
You know what's the most sophisticated thing inside every CPU all around the world? A computer, a cellular phone.
What's that?
It's a crystal. It's a quartz crystal. That's it.
Right.
1 and 0.
Right.
This is the whole thing.
That's it. The foundation of it. And again, when we talk about the human body, our pituitary gland, our pineal gland, we got this neural system that deals with orgone, the orgasm. This isn't far-fetched. You just have to put it together. Again, we're dealing with technology, both externally and internally. Oh, man.
You see this one? You see, this is the needle, and it's like need to hover on the disc.
Right.
So they use like one neodymium magnet and copper spiral, and it's if you will see what it does. It's like pure magic. Like it's like hovering without any force, nothing
Right.
at all. It's like the gravity doesn't exist. If you take like a tube made of copper,
Right.
it's like it's not magnetic. You see,
Right.
but if you put the magnet inside of it, the magnet hovers.
It hovers.
Yeah.
Electromagnetism. You're working with the forces. These unseen forces that we live in. Again, so I do see like magic when a person is ignorant. That's where it deals with.
Also, electricity in the beginning was like a magic.
Right. That's all we're dealing with. The electricity, the magnetism, and the higher the electricity, the higher the magnetism, and vice versa. That's all we're working with. And not only, and all physical matter has an electromagnetic field, even our physical bodies. People got to understand this. It's harder because you're living in this every day.
Yeah.
But it's a vehicle.
And it's very simple.
It is very simple.
The simple it is, and you put inside the imagination, and that's it. You don't need anything else.
Oh, exactly. Oh boy, and we'd like to show people your collection too, if
Yeah.
you don't mind.
Yalla.
Oh, this is wonderful. And look at this. You can make pendants out of them. And they even got a thing where since we're in the age of the cell phone, that this will help protect you and divert cell phone signals, that's what they say. And you also could build orgone things to put near cell phone towers. I heard people doing that. Have you ever heard of that also?
Yeah, especially the big ones over there. But I use orgonite as something to cure people, not
Straight for healing.
Yeah, the protection comes because the orgonite is protecting, is observing, is putting inside of you organ energy.
Right.
It's not taking the energy, the bad energy, and doing something
Right.
better.
It's balancing it all out, in other
Yeah.
words, because we're living in a field of a field, so you can make these. It's sort of like how I got the copper. This is a good conductor of energy, even though I'm wearing a bracelet. It's doing a lot, helping with my energy flow. The blood flow, the lymph in the blood, all of this. It is all about keeping these channels open. And look at this. This is awesome. Look around. The different crystals here, and again. This is all dealing with energy flow, and it's a nice energy just living in this place. You remember why I usually say, make your life into a retreat? Your home should be what? Comfortable. Yeah. It should be energetically high. So when you come in from the world, doing what you're doing, everything will just fall off and you can relax.
Yeah.
Because it's all about healing again. Yeah. But if you want, you show them the same.
Last Saturday there was a family here, and the father is like working with the energy, but radiation is like specialist radiation specialist.
Right.
So he came with this suitcase, this one, and opened it, this very sophisticated meter,
Yeah.
and was looking around to see where is some energy, bad energy. Also, you see, I don't have a router to the internet. There is
Right.
a cable. Not there's
no
bad
Wi-Fi.
energy around it. So
Exactly.
he was looking for something, and he said there's not radiation around here, nothing at all.
Right.
So he opened the software oven, only that because it will create some electromagnetic radiation.
Right. And I like how you said, okay, you use the term bad energy. Or we could use the term energy imbalance. and we want to use that.
Yeah.
And he best found everything. What you did with the energies would just balance everything out.
Yeah.
It
I
isn't-
taking it back. It's no bad energy.
Right. But that's a term that people can relate to, and that's what we want to say. It is the same way I said people got to look at sickness and pains a lot differently. It's this imbalance going on, but once you smooth it out, that energy is no longer what we call bad. It's just energy. It loves to move, but you got to learn how to work with it.
Yeah.
So if it's on a physical level, emotional, or mental, it's all dealing on the same ballgame. So this is good. I like this.
Maybe you will explain about the top.
Now he's working with his water too. See, water holds memory. There's good tests dealing with water, especially for the Japanese scientists, that your thoughts go into water. It can actually be there, whether it's good thoughts or bad thoughts. We got things dealing with now.
There's a new professor that he was like a Nobel Prize winner for physiology, something from France.
Yeah.
He also investigated water
Mm-hmm.
and saw that the water has memory.
Oh wow.
Not the Japanese. He's not a doctor. He's like this one is like a very respected
Right.
professor. So
Whatever people need, right? And see, we're made of mostly of liquids, if you want to use that term, or water.
Yeah.
So we're holding memory. So it's not far-fetched when they say you can have a trauma that happened years ago that's stuck in you. Absolutely, your water. So we have to purify this water. And one of the things is dealing with the sun, but also like how he got the copper. And what you did here, okay, you got the orgonite here,
Yeah.
which is a good electromagnetic conducer of energy to really get it harnessed as the water comes through. But then you found this pipe dealing with copper, which we use copper tubing in houses anyway.
Yeah, but inside of it also it's spiral.
And which makes a difference.
It's
Because the water spirit.
water is moving in spiral.
Because keep in mind, I like how you said that, like when a river is flowing, it purifies itself due to its movement, going through the different spirals of rocks and stuff. That's the nature's way of cleaning things.
Yeah, right.
So you're taking advantage of that same idea, just letting the water come straight to go through its route, going through the orgonite. It comes out.
Also here and also inside the tube.
Right, and inside the tube.
And
I
this,
love it.
this movement is something that's very familiar with the way you teach us how to Qigong and work with energy.
Right, we're the
instead-
same way.
Okay.
We're creatures that are designed to move. So even when you're dealing with things like Tai Chi, it's more than just saying it looks pretty. But when you put your intent into your body, focusing on the moves and getting into proper movement, it helps with energy flow. And pretty soon it helps with the flow of the body. But if we mostly water again, it's that movement again that purifies the water that's inside you. And especially you do other things from clean air, what you put in your body, at least make it at a high level. But the main thing was more important about what you eat is the quantity. Don't eat too much. Don't overeat. The more you eat, the hungrier you're going to be the next day and the more you're going to crave.
Yeah.
We got to get to know that again.
This rabbi, old rabbi, ancient rabbi, his name is the Rambam. Everybody knows him. It's like he was the physician of one of the kings or I think of Egypt or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, of one of the late pharaohs.
Yeah.
And he said, on the morning eat like a king. No, on the morning some.
There's a saying about that. Yeah, I remember.
In night eat like a poor man. In the noon eat like a king.
Right. But it's all circled around food throughout the ages. We do know this. You are what you eat. But now we're in the age you are what you think. It's going to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But this is excellent. And even this on how you're dealing with the water. It makes a difference on the containers you have in water. There's a big thing of people buying water in plastic, how it changes it. The plastic starts affecting the body. It all means something. From dealing with glass, from dealing with the pottery.
Yeah. And this one, like this part is like sweating the water, and this part is collecting them. So all this water here is like only the water that this part sweated inside.
Right.
Yeah.
Whole different ballgame.
Like this one, it's the same, but this one is bigger.
The water actually sweated through it.
Yeah, like that.
It is down at the bottom.
So again, it's something like, if I recall from your retreats, when you to do the pauses of your body, the body's
Purifying, bringing that energy in, that flow.
And if I want to take the water with me, I put it inside a copper bottle.
Outside of copper. All of this is dealing with
With this rock.
the orgone or electromagnetism to better your overall health. Knowledge is king. It means something. Purity is the new high. That's what we like to say. But again, you're learning a lot more about orgone. This isn't new, like scientifically. This been on the scene. Going back to where this term came out from Wilhelm Reich, orgone. And back then, you can look him up on the internet, but there was things happened where he got locked up and stuff.
Yeah, after he did like this experiment in Maine, and when they have no rain for a couple of years.
And he also got cloud busters you can make.
Yeah. So they told him, if you can give us some rain.
Right.
And he said yes, so he came with the cloudbuster, and the prediction said on the news that it will be dry also tomorrow.
Right.
And it started raining, and the federal agents came with the car, and they took him to jail, and he spent the rest of his life inside the jail.
So there's prices to pay to learn about this energy. Right now, this is a good age we living in because it's open and it's free to you. So that's why even people like me teaching people to live on prana and stuff like this, you can eat very little food or none at all. I mean, of course it's going to have this resistance in the beginning, but it's not going to end. We live in this. Age after age after age, people is coming with new experiments, learning ways to use whether external or internally, and this is what we're coming up with. You don't need to be too commercial out there in the world. Like you said, you found this right in your own backyard, and it changes the taste of the water.
And I was looking for it on the web. And where would I find a tube in spiral inside? I heard that there's tubes like that, and a couple of weeks ago, I was looking on this like new station that they built for the railway, and they used all kind of tubes, and one of them was this tube. It was like coated with foam.
Right.
And I was looking inside the foam and said, wow, this is a spiral, this is copper, this is spiral copper, and like, hallelujah.
Oh man, all of this is in our favor. And then even things like this, see, everything you build, every structure changes this energy, that it holds its own electromagnetic form. So those who's real sensitive for energy, as soon as I put my hand through it, I feel it changes. So it's good when you can just play with these simple things again, to harness these energies we live in. We live in an ocean of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love it.
Be careful of the...
Oh, absolutely.
The angel and cool.
So again, it's... Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you.
And did we see this one yet? Here we go with those pyramid energies. When I was in India, they had...
You can hold one of them if you want to.
Oh, absolutely. You know I'm going for the big one.
Yeah. This is the bumblebee.
The bumblebee.
See the bubble, it's original bumblebee.
Now, it deals also on how you stack the material inside of it. So I believe you got the metal chips here. That's good on, you know.
Five kind of metal chips.
5 different kinds, but it deals with it's good conductors of energy. You see, that's what I've been teaching people. They can't realize this. Our bodies, we being carbonated beings, are good conductors of energy. So we're working with the same energy that charges up your cell phone, the same energy that this is harnessing. People really got to get this. When you sleep at night, you're charging up. Just like you plugged into the matrix. This is awesome. But again, it deals how he stacked the material. Even when you deal with a battery, our spinal cord, people can't relate it as being a battery as each cartilage go up. You could get a penny and then get some copper, a penny and some copper, put it in lemon, and then put a charger up on it, and you'll see the charge come. That's a battery, the most simple one. And we're living in it. We are it. But again, ain't this beautiful? Dealing with this good orgone technology here. And each of them harness their own energy.
Yeah, and then the spices here, and then the spices there.
You can surround them in your garden, get creative. Surround them in your house. And then here, like I said, this house, the energy feel magnificent.
Thanks.
Just how he placed everything. It's the knowledge again. In China, they got a thing called feng shui. And in India, I forgot what they call it, but it's how you place the furniture, brings a better energy flow, betters your health, and that trickles off into your job, your work, all of this. We've got to keep this in mind again.
Yes.
So living with prana Living with Orgone, any word you want to use covers your whole total life. And we even deal with the synergy of people now. This is a good person again, good energy. La la!
תעשי לנו, take the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah. Already.
There she is.
I'm a woman and 2 steps ahead of you.
All right.
But we are feminized men, so
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm still.
Absolutely. So talk to y'all soon, and we hope y'all got a lot out of this.
inshallah. Thank you. I want to hear about, but if you.
We can do another one.
Yeah, take.